Pre-game festivities coming to a close. It's electric in here. The National League wildcard game is next. Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. Coming up, the National League wildcard game on the show. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the New York Mets. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. Postseason baseball singing. It's always great to see and be a part of.
No, Boog, you just never know what's in store when it comes to postseason baseball. You do know you're going to see some amazing pitching, guys coming out of the bullpen throwing 100, some incredible defensive plays, some big knocks, and maybe a mistake or two that'll live on forever. All I do know is I'm pumped up for this one.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about to get underway, and on the mound in this one, Max Scherzer. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, he throws the change in the slider off the fastball. I really like how he's able to sell fastball, but it's really changeup and keep hitters just out in front a little bit. Swing and miss, soft contact. The slider as well comes out of the same tunnel. All three very deceptive, and hitters are going to have to stay back and make sure they get pitch recognition.
Well, no surprise with this decision to delay the game. The rain is here, and it doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon. And we're going to have to sit tight, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, I don't see a break in the storm coming anytime soon. And I've got my 499 weather app, which is pretty trusty. And the radar says it's going to stay this way for at least another hour. So if that's the case, get ready for some new pitchers to take the mound when we get back.
And a base hit on a line. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Brandon Drury to the plate. Machado aboard here at first with nobody out. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Carlos Carrasco. It's his job to keep his team in the game.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and we get a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count. 2-2 now. Lace to right center, base hit. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Righty delivers. That's in there, and it's 1-2.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
And the right-hander deals. That one fouled off. The pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Two runners in scoring position. Nobody out. Next pitch is outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got him. And the Padres waste a chance.
Bird gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on.
Pitch misses inside, and the count 2-1. 2 on, 1 out. This one popped up right side. Puts the squeeze on that one. Out number 2.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least 1 run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what, nobody's more frustrated with that at bat than him.
The next pitch misses. The count now 2-2. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. 3-2 now. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
And he deals. Got him looking. Huge strikeout there. So they load the bases, but leave him stranded. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Padres 1 and the Mets nothing. Back here in Queens, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Jeff McNeil. The pitch. Base hit center field.
The batter, the first.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation. Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and Harvey Order coming up right behind him. This is where they need to get going.
Runner at first with no outs here. This to third, slides, but it gets by him. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
All over that one right there. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. It just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Here's a 1-1. Hard liner. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Able to get back into third safely as a run scores.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. That does it for you, Darvish, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute. On the mound now, Adrian Morejon. Tough situation for him with a couple of runners in scoring position. Here's Mark Canha. Hard hit, right side. Tosses to first. That's out number 1. And a run comes in to score. Eduardo Escobar, El Caballo up to him.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Alfaro puts it away, and there are 2 outs.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
In the air to left center. Profar makes the catch, and that'll do it. We're through 6 full. It's the Mets 2 and the Padres 1. Top of inning number 7, stepping in for San Diego, Trent Grisham. Singy, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Jorge Alfaro at the plate. Line drive. Snags it for the 2nd out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Josh.
And now the switch hitting first baseman, Josh Bell. Liner, base hit.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Machado. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And the inning is over. 1 left for San Diego, and our score remains 2-1. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the inning, Tyler Naquin to the plate. The wind of the pitch. That one drilled left field, and he pulls up on it, and that's a hit.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here's Luis Guillorme. The 1-1. Line drive, and that's base hit out into center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now.
Looking for some insurance. Or as our friends down in the South would say,
insurance.
No matter how you say it, we know what you mean.
Grounded to third, could be 2. Tags the runner for 1. How about that double play? But safe at first, just missed the triple play.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Jeff.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Next pitch misses way outside. Lindor off of first with 2 away. Into center. Grisham under it. Makes the catch, inning over. Mets strand 1, but they still lead it 2-1. Ready to begin the 8th. And here's the first baseman, Brandon Drury. Adam Ottavino getting the call to the mound, and he'll work on holding this lead.
Number 0.
Here's a 2-1. And fouled off. Two down. stays alive. Comes the 2-2. And that chance handled. The throw to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
And the righty deals. And now the count is even. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And here it comes. Right through there. Got him. And now 2 gone. And now the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. And it's even up. In the air, out towards left center. Nimmo racing over to make the catch. Padres go down quietly, and they trail it here 2-1. Welcome back onto the bottom of the 8th, and now Pete Alonso. Next offering is in for a strike. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Grisham should have this one. And he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. And now the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
Next offering is way upstairs.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
This looks like extra bases. And that's going to get into the corner. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Mark Cannon up now for the Mets. The 2-1. That one ripped left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. He's in safely at second. And a run comes in to score.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but we'll take that swing and that result every time.
And the batter now, Eduardo Escobar for the 4th time tonight. And the count 1-2.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And a 1-2 again. In the air out towards right center. Grisham as he glides to his left. Hauls it in for the out. Tomas Nido at the plate. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And you talk about preventing runs from being scored. This guy is a big contributor. Line drive, caught. Once for the Mets here on the RBI double. Last chance coming up for the Padres.
Okay, you asked for it.
New inning getting started. Juan Soto now. And here we are, 9th inning elimination game, and they're trying to keep their season alive. They need him to get on base.
Yeah, that's the key. You get on base, you divide that attention a little bit of the pitcher on the mound, and maybe the next hitter gets a mistake and hits it a long way.
So they turn to Edwin Diaz out of the pen, trying to protect this lead. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Down on strikes, and that's the first out.
Well, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. One down, base is empty. That's inside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Profar gets a piece there. And a pitch. On a line out towards center. Has some trouble with it.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. And here's a 3-2. Fought off foul. Profar over at first with one away. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. That was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Kicks and deals. That one misses. 2-2. The tying run at the plate. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, these guys win a wild card game at home, but you know what? When you get into a wild card game, you don't care if it's on the road, at home. You're so laser focused, and you have one thing on your mind. That's the W. They got it today. Congratulations, boys. You're moving on.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for watching the National League Wild Card game on MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious New York.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Pre-game festivities coming to a close. It's electric in here. The National League Wild Card game is next. Welcome from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in Queens, New York. Coming up, the National League Wild Card game on the show. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the New York Mets. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. Postseason baseball singing. It's always great to see and be a part of.
No, Boog, you just never know what's in store when it comes to postseason baseball. You do know you're going to see some amazing pitching, guys coming out of the bullpen throwing 100, some incredible defensive plays, some big knocks, and maybe a mistake or two that'll live on forever. All I do know is I'm pumped up for this one.
All right, we'll will be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here, and starting in this one, Jacob deGrom.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
All right, ready to get underway. And welcome back. Start of the sixth, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Jurickson Profar. Well, who would have thought Jacob deGrom as a college shortstop and then a 9th-round pick by the Mets was going to turn into this good of a pitcher? Back-to-back Cy Youngs in both 2018 and 2019. The punch out there. So he's gotten deep into this game, and at least so far, not showing a ton of signs of fatigue. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. The line to kick the pitch. That one just misses.
Yeah, Boog, just incredible. You look at that benchmark of 200 innings, comfortably over that in 2018 with 217, and the sub-2 ERA just impressive at 1.70 to lead the league.
3-2. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 3-2 now. And that one fouled off.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. 2 outs, base is empty. Jorge Alfaro at the plate. The wind to the pitch. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Gathers and throws. And that is that. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6. And the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Padres 3 and the Mets 1. Back here in Queens, here's Mark Canha. Here comes a pitch. That's towards center. Grisham on the move. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Eduardo Escobar. El Caballo up to him.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Next offering is in the dirt. Now a rocket to right center. Way back there. And forget it. It's out of here. Eduardo Escobar leaves the park. And they cut into the lead. It's 3-2.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Tomas Nido at the plate. And a pitch. That's out to center field. Grisham glides back. And there's 2 away. Tyler Naquin to the plate.
Designated hitter, Tyler Naquin.
Ball to strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Grisham makes the catch, and that'll do it. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the top of the 7th. Josh Bell at the plate now.
Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
And a pitch. And a swing and a miss. One down.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Here's Manny Machado now. Next pitch off the plate. And that's ball 2. One down, base is empty. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Manny Machado leaves the yard, and they add on. It's 4-2. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
Brandon Drury to the plate. Drew Smith gets the ball now. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. That's in there. Now 1-2. The pitch. Got him looking. 2 down. Now here is Jake Cronenworth.
Jake Cronenworth.
Next one is off the plate. Now 2 balls and a strike. They say you win. To the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. That's out number 3. Manny Machado with the blast for the Padres. It's now 4-2.
Get to the bag, then get the cash and I run it up. I get to the bag, get to the bag, then get the cash and I run it up. These to the bag, get leave me stacking, I'm seeing them hyper for $100. I get to the bag, then get the cash and I run it up. I get to the bag, then get the cash and I run it up. I get to the bag, get to the bag.
Back here at Citi Field. Now it's the right fielder, Luis Guillorme. The 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. Kim gloves it, whips it to first on the run. They get him, but it was pretty close. And now it's Frankie Lindor.
Shortstop, Francisco.
The 1-2. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. He was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
1 gone, runner at first. Jeff McNeil stands in. Next offering misses, and a count 2-1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Back-to-back singles. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
So the Padres with a new arm on the mound, number 75. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. Here's Pete Alonso. 1-2 now. And a swing and a miss. 2 out.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. 2 on, 2 outs. Line, and that's a base hit. Lindor zipping around third. The throw's offline, he's safe. And it's a 1-run game.
No, that at-bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Now the left fielder, Mark Canha. And a pitch. There's a line drive to left field. Mark Canha takes him deep. Just like that, they move in front. It's 6-4. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
You know about me now. I'm running, now move, cause I'm about to go. I'm running over you, I promise, so look out below.
What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ball. Really nice job.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Eduardo Escobar. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a ball popped up. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. But 4 runs score in the inning. 3 coming right here on the 3-run homer. It's now a 6-4 ball game. Welcome back. We go to the 8th. Now here is Ha-Sung Kim. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Adam Ottavino getting the call to the mound. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Right-handed reliever. And the pitch is in for a strike. And the count 1-2. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 1 away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way. But that time, a little anxious.
Here's Juan Soto. At the belt and fires. Liner caught at second.
Now batting, left fielder, Jurickson.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. The pitch. Stays alive. This one smoked out to left. That is the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, and the score remains 6-4. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Tim Hill, and he'll do his best to keep this close. At the plate, Tomas Nido.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the...
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Well, it's not exactly what they're going for when they say 1 up, 1 down.
Hitter, Tyler Naquin.
Right through there, got him. Down on strikes, and he knew it. And at first, here's Luis Guillorme.
Luis Guillorme.
Left-hand batter waits. Fly ball down the line. Profar towards the line. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. The switch hitter batting right.
Francisco Lindor.
Tap back to the mound. Cronenworth over to pick it up. To first, Lindor retired. Play made, that ends the inning. Mets leave 1. They're up 6-4. And welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Trent Grisham. So they turn to Edwin Diaz out of the pen, and he'll feature a hard slider to work off his fastball.
Good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
The pitch, and that just misses.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
And he hits a ground ball right side, gets it to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Jorge Alfaro, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some guys.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 2 away now.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Here's Josh Bell. Good contact guy, good defender. 2 down, nobody on. Fouls one off. 2-2. Just 1 strike away. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
High fly ball out to center field. Calls it in, and that's the ball game.
Well, these guys win a wild card game at home, but you know what? When you get into a wild card game, you don't care if it's on the road, at home. You're so laser focused, and you have one thing on your mind. That's the W. They got it today. Congratulations, boys. You're moving on.
Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game, and a couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these two teams.
For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shump. Thanks for watching the National League Wildcard Game on MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious New York Mets, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors.